Victory.
Are we recording now?
Yes. So I went out with Ryan and Brian last night,
Okay.
and there's every possibility that I'm still drunk.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to
It was that kind of night, huh?
I'm trying to parse this stimulation. It's a complex business.
What'd you drink?
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Anything they put in front of me.
Wow.
They were a bit late coming over from the east side, so I popped into Card Kingdom for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to stop in there more often, I think.
How come?
Well, I roll through, Board Game Geek and try to keep apprised of the newest stuff, but actually just prowling around the shelves you find a lot of stuff. Well, what happens is that BGG is really good to find if you're trying to find like the newest cresting stuff,
Yeah.
but that isn't necessarily what you want. That's just what is popular.
Yeah.
And I saw a bunch of neat stuff over there. I think there's another. It seems like there's a cooperative, strategic firefighting game.
Weird.
Yeah, I couldn't. All they had was all the expansions. They didn't have the actual, like the box you need to play the rest of it.
Well, are you just supposed to start a fire in your house?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't think it. I don't.
Maybe
think
that's the core game.
the core gameplay.
Yeah.
All right, now once the fire's good and hot,
Burn your house down.
it sounded all right.
I got a haircut.
Yeah,
I didn't get drunk at all while I was there. I just got my haircut.
is it good?
That's pretty good. I also played some Xenoblade Chronicles X.
.com.
Yeah. It's good.
That's the God, whenever I see those screenshots, these vast dreaming shots of this crazy,
The scale is pretty crazy, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just like, is this good? Because when I see it, when I look at it, I'm like, 100 hours minimum.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
You
it
know
is
what I
100
mean?
hours. I'm not going to play it for 100 hours, but the story is interesting. It's sort of a one-off. You don't have to have played any other games.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and there's some cool mechanical stuff in the fights that I like. It's one of those games where
it's real time.
it's real time, but you sort of
Nudge it.
you're triggering things to happen at certain times. It's like the character is just automatically shooting or attacking, and then you're sort of spicing it up.
Oh yeah, and the ranges are really important too, right?
The ranges and positioning are really important, like where you're at, what part of these giant monsters you're shooting is important. It has, to me, honestly, it has kind of a Monster Hunter vibe.
Well, yeah, Monster Hunter is huge. I think a lot of games have a Monster Hunter vibe.
Yeah.
I think that it dug a big piece of designers' brains out.
The way they handle healing is really interesting, because you have a group, and you're only controlling the one character.
So it isn't a mass combat thing. Like usually those big real time ones are all about jumping between characters.
There might be a way to switch between them.
Maybe eventually.
It's like Final Fantasy in that you can set them up with routines, behaviors, but they will shout out things like I need help, or dive in, get him, just dumb stuff that they shout out.
Oh yeah.
But each one of those things that they shout is color coded to a type of attack that you have. So if they say like he's down, jump in.
Oh, it's a combo.
It's a melee. It's colored brown, or so it's a melee. They're saying do a melee attack, and if you respond to that with the appropriate type of attack, it will heal the person who called out, and it will do a bonus to the attack that you do. So it's this weird little game of watching.
There's almost a rhythm aspect to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like when that's flipping up, and then it's all cued by these voice barks.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Huh. Well, continue to tell me about it.
Okay.
I just started taking Elite Dangerously very seriously, so I don't think I can kill those huge monsters.
That's the space game?
That is the space game.
Do they have the planets in them now?
They do. That's the Horizons expand alone type thing that you can get. I don't have that yet. I'm still perfecting the basic stuff. Like they've had a year of patches and feature upgrades. I've got a much better machine now than I did when it first came out.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's always nice.
Well, no, it was the craziest thing when I was over the first night I got back from Spokane. Kiko had sent out a mail, and he's like, "Hey, I'm in this system," and he showed a picture of like his flight stick setup and his screen. Like, I never in a million years would have called
No.
Kiko, right? And that, I mean, just that by itself,
Yeah.
that caused me. I mean, I immediately reinstalled it. Like, just seeing that he was gonna jump in with both feet,
Yeah.
like grab us, you know what I mean? Grab a stick.
Get a flight stick, yeah.
Yeah. And then he gifted Alex a copy.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I don't. When it first came out, there weren't a lot of ways to actually sort of work together and help each other. I'm not sure that there's a bunch of that in there yet, but I want to try to find a game in there that does that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's still just landing the ship was my game of 2014. Like, just calling in.
2015.
No.
It came out in 2014?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm remembering it correctly. But yeah, just once you get that stick totally ready to go, it's just the experience. Like, there's a lot I don't know about the game.
Sure. Space is a big place.
It's so big. But just being in the ship, like how much care they have taken.
Do you play it with your Oculus?
Right now I don't, because I'm trying to learn it 100%.
Oh, okay.
And also, if I'm at home doing that, I often have to jump up and go do other things, and so switching back and forth between those two things would be pretty...
Yeah, that's jarring.
Yeah. Somebody can handle that. Not me. But yeah, just the experience of being in that ship, and once you really know how to do all the, like, navigate all the screens and do all of the basic stuff, I mean, that's like the ante.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even the game. That's like, are you committed enough to learn how to, manipulate these craft?
Right. It's the price of entry.
Oh yeah, it's just that, and that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's really big. And I wonder if that, because people keep trying to figure out like what a gamer is, or like if somebody is a hardcore gamer. Like, I wonder if the amount you're willing to ante isn't a good proxy.
Do you mean in terms of time?
Time, mental cycles. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, people can play games a lot, but the type of game is important.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, my mom will play games.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't sit down and, learn Bloodborne or something like that.
Yeah. And my mom wouldn't learn Bloodborne, but she's a Zelda fiend.
Yeah.
She loves the dungeons. She craves, the puzzles. She thinks that they're funny and cool. Like, there's definitely a gradient there, but this kind of shit is like fetish stuff. Like, this is learning how to do, like, control the individual thrusters.
Fetish is a good word to describe it. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's definitely
I assume you jack off while you play.
an odor. No,
Oh.
not yet. There must. I'm sure there's a mod,
There's an add-on for the flight stick.
Yeah.
A dongle.
if you will.
Oh.
Now.
I tried to get you to play Destiny with Kara and I like 3 times,
Yeah, I know.
and you can't. You
No,
won't
no,
ever play
I
it.
feel bad. I feel bad. I super want to.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, but it's true though. I had it's just that when we got back, like all those days that I was home, like we just had a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of house stuff to do. And then we wanted to get out and try that geocaching, which I think you had already tried a bunch.
Yeah, I recommended it.
Yeah, it's
you.
It's fucking banging, man.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I love it.
How many caches have you gotten?
I don't know, dozen or so maybe.
Have you ever like put in a geo coin?
Put in a geo coin?
Yeah. Like put a geo coin into a cache and had people take it and that kind of stuff?
No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we found one. I'm still way new.
Mm-hmm.
We found one at the Kabuta Garden, and there was a geocoin in there that's been around the world since 2007.
What is a geo coin?
It's basically a trackable.
Uh-huh.
So it has a unique code on it. It's a beautiful coin. It's like a challenge coin,
Okay.
but it's designed to be cached.
Okay.
It's just a beautiful coin that is designed to be placed in these caches and then taken out and put in the next cache or whatever.
No, we never saw any coins. We saw little like stickers and little toys and stuff for the kids, but
Yeah, we definitely saw that. And we signed in.
the little notebook, the log book.
But there's lots, like, I thought it was rad, and Brenna thought it was rad, but even Elliot had buy-in.
Oh, for the kids, I mean, it's like finding buried treasure.
Oh, yeah, the secrets, like the secret aspects. And depending on who set up that cache, some of them are really sophisticated. Like,
Yeah.
the Kabuta Garden one had, like, 6 waypoints, and there's something you need to find, a piece of data at each of those waypoints, and then you have to do a bunch of math.
Oh, geez.
Once you have all the values, like, it's like how many vertical posts are there on this bridge, right?
Wow.
Once
no,
you
I
have
didn't see anything like that.
Oh man, it was sick. Once we had all the values,
Yeah.
then that gave us the super accurate coordinates.
Right.
It was so fucking cool.
That's cool, yeah.
Oh man,
That's some Nathan Drake shit.
Oh yeah. Right. So, have you ever found it like underneath like a bush that had a lot of thorns?
Oh, yeah, there were a couple that were hidden in some fucked up places.
Okay. 'Cause in our case, it didn't end up being in the thorns, but that's where it seemed like it was gonna be.
Yeah, I traipsed around in the woods a lot looking for shit,
Yeah, I came into contact with some fucking thorns.
digging around under muddy bridges.
But it's so magic. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. It's just the sense that you are in a magical place. You are in a place of mystery, and I guess it's true all the time, but you're not always aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should see if there's any around here. I'll use my geocaching app
Should we make a comic strip?
if you want.
We don't have to.
Let's try it.
Okay.
What was in the strip file? We had a couple different ideas. Buying underwear.
Oh, that was buying lingerie for your wife at Christmas and having her open it in front of her dad.
God, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you remembered. I'm not sure that's going to end up being a comic
Okay.
right now.
All right.
Fight song is in there.
Fight song, classic.
We got to make sure we can bring that around to people. I think not a lot of people know about that song.
It's incredibly popular.
And then I have Coming Back Return. But that was the strip. That was the Club PA strip.
We did that, yeah.
Okay. But the thing that was not on here is the Heroes of the Storm maps.
Oh, right. With their shrines and runes and punishers and...
Yes, that's exactly what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I feel like what you have to do in a given Heroes of the Storm map could make a good comic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't... It's weird. On one hand, I don't mind it. When there were a couple, I didn't mind it. Now that it seems like there's a bunch, and I seem to see a new one... I don't play the game a lot, but I see a new one all the time.
Oh yeah, it's like we don't play it. It's like last gen where it's like you only use the PlayStation for exclusives.
Right.
So every time you want to use the PlayStation, you have to charge a controller, do an
Update
update
it for 30 minutes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Update all the titles. You know what I mean? Like it's that type of shit. So every time we roll back through there, they've had some new event and there's some new map. Like honestly, I like that the maps are novel. They have a lot of custom, like really beautiful custom art.
Oh, yeah.
They're really detailed and interactive. Like I don't, from a pure gameplay perspective, I don't mind the variety, but there's a lot of different ones, and it's always
It's always weird.
Yes. This seems like a very dangerous place to be, this storm.
Yeah.
And it's just lousy with shrines.
Shrines and ancient gods.
Yes. Ancient lords. The ancient lord shrine.
It's like if at the beginning of every baseball game, it'd be like, okay, now in right field, this time, there's a shrine.
There's lava.
There's lava on second base. You can only score a home run if you capture all of the monsters that are out in right field
That's those guys.
and activate every shrine on the third base line. Like,
I'm with it.
as far as game news, it's pretty slow. Everybody's just doing their end of the year shit.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't care about that anymore. I used to care about it, I guess.
I posted my favorites.
I don't care.
I don't care that you don't care.
Well, I don't care that you don't care that I don't care.
I
How long?
don't-
How many nested versions of this are we going
I don't care that you don't care. That I don't care that you don't care.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I care what you think. I know you,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know these other people.
so I do care. That's the twist ending.
What?
I know. Yeah, it could be what if other sports, but I don't know. I just like to blow the thing out.
So, that for some reason that reminded me of something last night. Because I was like, oh, that's ironic. You do
Last
care.
night.
I was playing Destiny with some people last night, and one of them brought up Alanis Morissette's song "Ironic."
Don't you think?
Yeah,
It's like
he-
rain
I had always heard that.
on your wedding day.
Yeah, you always hear like, oh, those examples.
Who would have thought it'd be a black fly Chardonnay
You can't,
that reporter little too late.
but you can actually sing. Like, why aren't you singing?
Oh, because it's way more fun to sing it that way. It's way more fun. Anyway, yeah. So he brought it up.
Well, I've heard that people say, oh, none of those examples are actually of irony.
Oh, it's like how it's not really semicolons.
Yeah. And his theory was that it is a song about irony that contains no examples of irony, which is in itself ironic.
God, so he's going for like the double.
And he believes that that's her true genius. Do you buy that?
Oh God, that tickles me. That's
Yeah.
great.
I had never heard that, and I was like, no.
Yeah, think about this. She's turned the game on its head.
Yeah. He described that as the genius of that song.
Man, who are you rolling with?
That was Dan.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I gotta spend more time with this character.
He's a good guy.
Fucking A. So I wanna just sit at his feet and learn. I want him to teach me.
Teach me.
Teach me, Dan.
Well, real quick, do you buy it? Do you think
No.
she had that? No, I don't think she had that in mind either.
No. But it's like
It's revisionism.
no, no, but it's sort of like it's like if Alex Trebek or somebody says, he asks the judges, he's like, "Yes, we'll accept it." You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, I'll accept it.
I don't believe it, but I accept it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna incorporate it into my worldview.
That's right. I'm gonna absorb it. Yeah. I don't know. I really want to do this. Just come with me on this Heroes of the Storm thing.
Come with me now.
What? Okay, God. It's like as soon as someone starts to say sail,
Oh yeah.
and you just every few seconds someone that just has to say it.
Did how an angel cries.
Oh man. Yeah, what's it got to be like though, right? It's like when you that's the song that you make, and then I always wonder about that. Cuz everybody, no matter what other songs he sings, everybody's just going to be waiting for him to sing Sail.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Oh, like when he does a concert, when they do a concert or something?
Yeah, everybody's everybody's just waiting around for him to sing Sail. Like, I wonder if you come to hate that song.
Maybe at their level, I think yes. Because they're still trying to make it. Well, I don't know. Maybe they already have made it. Who is that band?
The Sail
Sailcat band?
Sailors.
I don't know. It seems like they're still doing their thing. When I think you hate it now, but then when you're like 60 and you're playing casinos and everyone just wants to hear Sailcat and you're like, I gotta know that's not the real name of the song, but
Whatever it is.
yeah, and that's your moneymaker. It's like you can just go from casino to casino getting free buffets.
Oh,
and
yeah,
playing Sail.
I'm talking about Wings.
Yeah,
Yeah, the good ones.
maybe then you like it.
Yeah. It's like your relationship with this song changes.
Right.
It enrichens.
Yeah. I was wondering about that with Adele because everywhere you look, she's just singing "Hello," and I'm like, I wonder if she's tired of singing that song.
I
I wonder if it's even her favorite song on that album.
Yeah, Yeah, it's at the same time, like, are they have to do it so much, like, are they even present for it?
When I watch her, I'm impressed by how every time it feels like she's present. Like, she murders that song every time I see her do it.
She's a special individual.
Yeah.
And also, she's sort of like, there's a lot about being famous that she just doesn't want,
Right.
doesn't care about. You know what I mean? Like, if you had to do that, if you had to keep up the appearances all the time and then do that shit,
Yeah.
yeah, she's figured out how to be famous and not be crazy, I think.
But yeah, I mean, I don't
That's
know that
hard
I would
fucking
like
work.
it if every time we went on stage, people were like, draw, I hope you like text. I already drew that.
Yeah. We have a pretty good gig
Yeah.
in that for us to do what we do, it actually requires that we branch out. We have to do different stuff.
God, but it'd be so much easier if we just made like 12 comics every couple years and just kept redoing those.
Well, yeah, it's like, yeah, each year we could drop in each March,
Yeah.
right? Each year we've got 12 new comics.
12 new comics.
And then when we go to a show, we just draw those comics in some order.
Redraw those comics in whatever order
you know
we
what,
want.
though? And then as a treat for the real fans, you draw a couple of the comics from last year.
Yeah, yeah. And then you come back out on stage
At the
and
end.
at the end, and you draw one of the really old comics that everyone loves.
Woo! I don't think it works.
It doesn't work for artists that way.
So is there an intro where we talk about, probably, right?
About hots.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if it's a sort of thing where it's like, it could be the characters or versions of the characters in that place. Okay, so what do we got to do in this fucking...
What are we gonna do in this fucking map?
Yeah, what are we going to do this fucking time? I've never seen this map before. Okay, it's a little weird.
So every time I start thinking about it, it ends up sounding like that directions comic we did, the Google Maps one.
With the parrot one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's time to shine. Polish that thing off.
Yeah.
Bring it back. As long as we don't include parrots, I think we're safe.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's the other thing is like, it's like we had the comic about the tomb husks,
Yeah.
right? But we actually used the term tomb husk.
Yeah.
Because that was a big part of what made it so ridiculous.
Tomb Husk was the weird one.
In
yeah.
this, it's sort of like, I wonder if it isn't better to do it in the form like the shit eaters fuck pants.
Okay.
Like where it's just like
They're not even trying anymore.
bullshit names.
Yeah.
So you have to get this angel shit,
Get this angel shit.
put it on the god thing over there,
There's gonna be some skulls. Get those.
or don't get them.
Get those fucking things. Or whatever. If you get enough of them, some jackhole come out.
I'm not coming out unless you got the skulls.
Unless you got those fucking things I want. That's it. That's the last panel. Is the monster's like, I'm not coming out unless you got those fucking things I want.
No way I'm coming out of this. Yeah, it's like sometimes you gotta get the skulls, and then this time it's like, oh, I got guardians. You gotta kill 40 guardians. Oh, these guys killed way more guardians than you.
Yeah, it sounds like a Gabe where he's like,
I'm
"This
on
is
their team.
bullshit. I gotta find some fucking shrine, activate the rune
The rune shrine.
shrine,
I have to activate the rune god's shrine.
rune god's shrine."
What the these hots, man? I cannot fucking keep up with these hots maps.
Gotta learn a new game every time a map starts. Activate some rune god shrine.
The shrine of the rune god lord.
Kill 50 angel things or god, demon, whatevers.
God, this fucker. You got this fucker.
He won't come out unless I get a bunch of something.
Go get my stuff. I'm not coming out of here unless you got all those things I want.
Those fucking things I want.
That's right.
And some jackhole come out, maybe.
If he feels like it.
It feels like it.
Jumps out of a hole.
Some jagoff Jumps out of a hole.
Jumps out of a hole or some shit.
Wants me to give him coins or skulls or fuck knows what.
Wants me to give him coins or skulls. Or who the fuck even knows? What do you want this time? Just fucking tell me what you want. I'll go get it. I gotta fuck around with these shrines of the Rune Lord.
Or whatever. I gotta activate him or deactivate him or...
I don't even know.
Some kind of seed comes out.
Gotta activate him or deactivate him. I don't even know.
Some kind of seed comes out and maybe I gotta fight it or collect it. Or get a coin. I don't know.
Some kind of fucking seed. And I gotta collect it or fight it. What do you want from me? He's there with the seed. Some jagoff jumps out of a hole or some shit. Wants me to give him coins or skulls or the fuck even knows what. I'm not coming out of here unless you got all those fucking things I want. I don't know. I like it.
You like it as is?
I think it's very close.
Okay. I feel a little jar between the second and third panel. Like him just... I like that third panel, but...
Oh, I like it. I like that. It's because things are always happening, and then there's somebody's always yelling at you.
Yeah.
To do shit, and it comes out, and you don't even know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, he's like yelling at this seed. The seed doesn't know either. Yeah, he's just in the hole, and he wants some shit.
The fuck do you want? I'm not coming out here unless you give me all that shit I want. Those fucking things I want.
Yeah, which one do we want? Do we want shit or you got all those fucking things I want. Needs some shit. He needs coins. Yeah, I mean, he's barely... I don't know. I like it.
Okay, you like it. How does it go?
Here,
right
I'll read it to you.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot keep up with these fucking Heroes of the Storm maps. I gotta fuck around with these shrines of the Rune Lord or whatever. Gotta activate them or deactivate them. I don't even know. Then some kind of fucking seed comes out, and I gotta collect it or fight it. What do you want from me? Then there's some jagoff in a hole or some shit. He wants me to give him coins or skulls or who the fuck even knows what. I'm not coming out of here unless you got all those fucking things I want.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just it has the strip has to be confusing.
Yeah.
It has to just jump randomly from thing to thing.
Let's do it.
All right?
All right.
All right.
But when I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's winter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release. Get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray. And yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.